All right, today I want to look at equivalent fractions. Now, equivalent fractions are fractions that are actually equal to each other. So the same information that's represented by different numbers. So we've got Jimmy and we've got Timmy. Okay, so they've both had a pizza each. Well, they've had part of a pizza each, I should say. So Jimmy's pizza was cut into 4 slices, which is a bit weird, I know, who cuts a pizza into 4 slices? Anyway, Jimmy has had his pizza cut into 4 slices and he ate 2 of the 4. So if I wanted to write this as a fraction, it'll be 2 over 4, because remember, our number on the top represents how many pieces he's had, and the number on the bottom is the number of pieces that there were to start with. Okay, so he had 4 to begin with, and he's eaten 2 out of the 4. Okay? And over here, we've got Timmy. Okay, so Timmy's pizza was cut into 8 pieces, and he has eaten 4 of the 8 pieces. So I'm going to write 4 over 8. Because remember, the number on the bottom is how many pieces there were to start with. So Timmy's pizza was cut into 8 pieces, and he ate 4 of them. Now, you'll notice that despite my lousy drawing, they've actually eaten the same amount of pizza. If I took a pizza and I cut it in half, that's how much they've eaten. Ooh, that's interesting. So, Timmy has had 4 out of the 8, and Jimmy has had 2 out of the 4, but yet when you look at the pizzas, it's actually half. 2 out of 4 is actually equal to half his pizza, so Jimmy has eaten half of the pizza. And over here, Timmy has eaten 4 out of the 8, which is also equal to half. So these 3 fractions are equal to each other. It's just another way of writing half. Okay, let's try and make some equivalent fractions of our own. So there are a couple of rules when it comes to equivalent fractions. The most important one is that whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom as well. So if you're going to be multiplying the top number by something, you've got to do the exact same to the bottom. All right, super important rule. Another rule is that you can't add or subtract to make equivalent fractions. You can only multiply or divide. So what I mean by that is, for example, I can't just add 1 and add 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 over 3 is not an equivalent fraction to half. And I'll show you what I mean. So, for example, if I had a block of chocolate, and Mary has a block of chocolate, and I eat half, and then she eats 2/3, so hers is cut into 3, and she eats 2/3, 1, 2. They're not equal, okay? So you can't add and you can't subtract. You can only multiply or divide, and you have to do the same to the top and the bottom, okay? Super important. So let's try and make some equivalent fractions. So, equivalent fractions that are equal to a half. All right, so let's start simple. Let's try multiplying the top and the bottom by 2. All right, so 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So, an equivalent fraction to half will be 2 over 4. And that's how much pizza Jimmy ate. So, 2 over 4 is the same as a half. Okay, let's try some different numbers. Let's try timesing it by 3. Okay, so if I'm timesing the top by 3, I've also got to times the bottom by 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Awesome. 3 over 6 is the same as a half. All right, let's try... let's go to number 5. So whatever I do to the top, I've got to do to the bottom. So 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. So 5 over 10 is the exact same as a half. It's just another way of representing the same information. All right, let's change our original fraction and let's try something a bit more tricky. Okay, so now let's try a different one. Here we've got 3 over 9. So we want to find some equivalent fractions. Now remember I said you can multiply or divide. So we can go make these numbers bigger by multiplying, or we can try and make the numbers smaller by dividing. Let's start by going bigger. So let's multiply it by 2. So whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. So 3 times 2 is 6. 9 times 2 is 18. So an equivalent fraction to 3 over 9 would be 6 over 18. All right, let's try making these numbers quite big. Okay, so we've got 3, let's times it by 7. So whatever I do to the top, I've got to do to the bottom. So 3 times 7 is 21. 9 times 7 is 63. So 21 over 63 means the same as 3 over 9. All right, now let's try dividing. Let's try making this smaller. So 3 and 9. All right, let's try dividing them by 3. So we're going to divide by 3, divide by 3. So how many 3's go into 3? 1. How many 3's go into 9? 3. So this fraction here is equivalent to 1 over 3, or 1/3. They mean the same thing. Cool. So I hope you understand equivalent fractions. Here's 4 slices. So he ate 2 out of his 4 slices. So how do I get from a 1 to a 2? Well, I'm dividing by 2. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again.